Hey everybody, it's Brooke with The Buttered Home coming to you live on a Thursday night. That's unusual, isn't it? We're just gonna hop on for just a few minutes and talk with you about some of our New Year's resolutions. I know lots of people make them. Not everybody sticks to them. So we're gonna talk about a couple of things that we're gonna do here in The Buttered Home. I'm just now coming to you live now because I had to get supper in the oven, and all you working moms, give me a wave if you're just now getting supper in the oven at 7 o'clock too. So as I said before, I won't keep you long. We're just going to talk about New Year's resolutions and some of the things that we have on the horizon for the Buttered Home for 2019. I'm the world's worst at making resolutions and not sticking to them. So several years ago, I stopped making resolutions and instead just tried to adopt some healthy habits every year. I think that's a much more realistic approach, and we can kind of stick with those behavior modifications a little bit better. But as you know, if you follow the Buttered Home for very long, one of the things that we promote here is cooking with your family and eating. Hey Amanda, y'all be sure and tell me hey, let me know you're watching. I can actually see comments tonight. I'm wearing the glasses and I'm not busy cooking. So if you have any questions about anything we're talking about, feel free to put them in the comments. And if I don't get to them while we're live, then I'll certainly come back and answer them later on. But one of the things that we promote here is cooking, hey Tanner, cooking with your family as well as eating together. And that means putting the phones in a different room, sitting down around the table, hey Leslie Ann, and coming together to cook in what I consider the heart of the home, your kitchen, so that you can have that time together with one another and kind of talk about your day and reconnect. We like to say disconnect to reconnect with your family. And one of the things that we talk about doing a lot is having meals where you can do that, and it makes it relatively easy. In this day and time, moms are not the only ones that cook, so this is for dads too. But the two biggest things that I have as far as not really New Year's resolutions, but better habits for 2019 is to get my kitchen organized. I want my kitchen organized and I want my grocery life organized. So one of the things that I've decided to do is to sit down and make a list of all the cabinets that I want to go through, and on Saturday and Sunday, spend at least 30 minutes cleaning those cabinets out or reorganizing. Pantry, freezer, refrigerator, all those things, I'm going to do that once a week. So on a calendar, I have every week what I'm going to do to help reorganize my kitchen. The second thing I want to do is when I grocery shop, whether it be every 2 weeks or once a month or every week, because everybody knows I'm in the grocery store at least once a week. Some of you might have seen me in there today, is put in my grocery budget to buy one bulk item every time I shop. For instance, chicken breast. I use a lot of chicken breast. You can use them for all different kind of ways. And I'll buy the big family pack of the chicken breast and then put them in a zip top bag like this one. And this actual zip top bag is just a quart bag. And you'll see these are some pretty big chicken breast. But I'll freeze them. And because these are so big, I can fit 2 in a quart bag. Now, if you have a larger family, of course, use a bigger bag, put more in it. If it's fewer, if it's just 1 or 2 of you, then you can also freeze these individually. And I can cook these frozen in my Instant Pot. So that helps time saving too. So my first better habit for 2019 is to organize my kitchen and to be a better grocery shopper and add to my shopping list budget one bulk item a week, and then make sure, because I've reorganized something, that I have somewhere to keep that, whether it be my freezer or a cabinet or my pantry, things like that. And I'll get things that I can freeze, that I can store that won't go bad relatively soon, and produce. You can do produce the same way as you do meats. So that's my big resolution, I guess you could say, if you have one. Let me see if I have any new comments. Y'all be sure if you're just joining us, we're talking about the Buttered Home New Year's better habits. I'm not going to call it resolutions because it's really not. Give us a wave. Let us know you're watching. And we also, the second thing that we're going to implement is actually a plan. Have a plan so that I can commit and my family commits to sitting down together 2 to 3 nights a week. All right, that's doable. Y'all, that's doable. I don't know many people. My kids are 16 and about to be 21. And I'm sure that with all of our schedules going in 4 different directions that we can commit to sitting down together at least twice a week. So one of the ways that we're going to do that is something that we touched on just a tad on Monday night when I was talking about the group that we're going to have. And it's real simple. It's going to be called the Busy Gals Cooking Club. I'm happy to announce that. I've got some great friends that helped me brainstorm and put this together, and we're excited for the Buttered Home to bring it to you if you want to, reap the rewards of this too. So the group is going to be called Busy Gals Cooking Club. And in the next couple of weeks, I want you to pay close attention because we are going to give you a chance to get in early as a founding member for a discounted price. Now, I know some of you are saying, why should I have to pay for this? Well, as I've touched on this before, everything I do is not free, and my time, because I work a regular job, this is a little bit of work too. So if I'm coming up with 3 meal plans a week for you, getting your grocery store list together for you, and doing that every week for a month, there is a little cost involved in doing that. So there'll be a small cost, but I promise you it's probably half of a cup of coffee a week. So, for that, knowing what you're going to cook 2 to 3 times a week, every week, having your grocery list the week before so that all you have to do is go out and buy the stuff. We're also going to have bonus resources in the group. You're going to have different printables that you can have. Every recipe that you have access to for the month is also going to be on a printable recipe card so that once it goes away, if you're in the group, you still have that recipe if you went in and printed it out. So these are all great resources that we're going to use not only to be able to give to you, but to have an accountability partner. We'll have that group where we can go in and we can talk about, motivation to cook. A lot of things that I've seen lately is that people want to cook, but by the time they get home, they've just lost all motivation. And if you're like me, one of the things that leads to poor choices is that lack of motivation. I mean, guys, you see it's 7 o'clock and I've just now got supper in the oven. It'll be ready in about 30 minutes, but I'm just now putting it in the oven at 7 o'clock. I have a 40-mile commute one way, and by the time I get home, run errands, get home, and put supper together, we don't eat till 7, almost 8 o'clock some nights. And as y'all know on Messy Kitchen Mondays, it might be later than that. So we hope that the Busy Gals Cooking Club will be a place where we can all come together to be kind of like an accountability partner for one another. So, yes, I know. But what do we do, Leah, on Sunday night, Monday night, and Tuesday night when Red's is not open? We have to cook. So there you go. There's 3 nights for you, Leah, right there. If you join the Busy Gals Cooking Club, I'll help you take care of Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. And then you can go to Red's every other night. Anyway, so we're really excited to offer this. We think it's going to be a great place where we all can meet together, hold one another accountable, and share some great recipes that also are going to be budget friendly. I don't want you to think that I'm going to give you a recipe for this chicken pot pie that has this homemade pastry that's going to go on top. A lot of what you're going to find in there is quick, easy, doable recipes that anybody can cook. I'm not going to share things with you that would mean that you have to be a master chef. You're not going to see Mediterranean chicken and things like that. Now, you might see a Mediterranean chicken hack with a lot of shortcuts, But that's the beauty of what we're going to be doing in the Busy Gals Cooking Club, because not only will you get your recipes and your shopping list, but you're going to get some pretty easy ideas too, so that you can feed your family and spend time with your family, disconnecting to reconnect. So those are my 2 resolutions. I don't like to say it that way, but it's to organize my kitchen. And that's something we're all gonna explore together in the next month or 2. I'm gonna kind of turn my Wednesday night grocery store tips and hacks on its side. And we're gonna be talking about cheap and easy ways to organize your kitchen and make it a little user friendly. So maybe somebody other than you can cook in it. But until then, I have a calendar, and I urge you to find just a cheap little calendar that's weekly calendar, and just pencil in every week something that you want to clean out. Okay, I'm going to clean out my junk drawer, and spend 30 minutes once a week cleaning out that thing. Have a backup idea so that if you get it done in 30 minutes, you can start or finish another thing. Also, make that commitment with me to buy 1 bulk item in your grocery budget a week. Chicken, ground beef, vegetables. And if you have any questions, you're welcome to come to the group or come to the Buttered homepage and post there on Ask Me, how are you, if you bought a butternut squash, how are you putting it up to use for later? And I'll be glad to tell you, or shoot me a direct message, because I love that too. The second thing is be looking in the next couple of weeks for the Busy Gals Cooking Club, and be sure to get in by the end of January for early bird founding member price. And even after that's over with, if you miss the end of January deadline, that's okay, because like I said, it's not going to cost you but probably half a cup of coffee a week to be in the club, and it's going to be a monthly subscription that you can unjoin at any time if you feel like it's not for you. There's no contract. You can get out of it at any time, but we'll be heartbroken if you do, and maybe you'll come back because you'll miss us. But we'll have a great place to fellowship one another and help hold one another accountable, talk about our cooking and our family wins for that week, and what having everything done for us has allowed us to do with all that free time. So we're really excited to offer that, and I hope that each and every one of you will help spread the word. I'm going to have a contest when I start promoting this, that if you share these things, you'll be entered in to win a drawing. As a matter of fact, we'll go ahead and start with this video. If you'll share this video, you will be entered into a drawing of 1 month free to the Busy Gals Cooking Club. So make sure when this video is done and it shows up in the news feed that you go and you share the video, and for every person who shared, I'll put you in a drawing probably come February 1 for a drawing for a free month into the Busy Gals Cooking Club. But we got a lot of great things on the horizon for that and for the Buttered Home Messy Kitchen Monday. I'm really excited for Monday to be here. We're going to be starting to cook this month one of my favorite things ever, and that will be soups. And the soups that you'll see will be similar to what will be featured in the cooking club, because they're easy. They're easy and they're good, wholesome ingredients that you can pop in a pot and cook. And most times I'll have you 2 ways to cook them. For those of you who have a crock pot, we can do them there. You can do it on the stove, and I can show you how to do it in the Instant Pot. So we're going to be teaching versatility too. So anyway, glad you all joined me tonight. I hope you have a wonderful Friday tomorrow. Woo! These weeks, these holiday weeks, they can sure be long to be so short. Am I right? But anyway, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your Thursday night, and I hope you have an even better Friday. And be sure to share this video to be entered in to win a month free in the Busy Gals Cooking Club. Y'all have a good night from the Buttered Home. We love you. Bye. Whoops.